Greetings, I'm Crazy Nelly, and welcome to Entrapment. Another Game Jolt game, one on the featured list. I love point and clicks, and it's weird that I like point and clicks because I really grew up. I'm really of the generation after that was something old and outdated. But, you know, I had a grandfather that liked computer games, and he still had a lot of them. One of the very first computer games I ever played was King's Quest V, and that blew my little 5 or 6-year-old mind, and I sucked at it the first time I played it, but I enjoyed that, and it had such a rich, little intricate details and a beautiful art style, and I like the methodical, like, it's one of the most pure puzzle-like genres I know, to where I still kind of play those kind of games today. And so I saw Entrapment, and that's exactly what this is. This is a put-together point-and-click adventure with sprites, with music, with story, with everything. And I want to give it a try. I'd love to think I'd have another King's Quest or something like that here, although this is set in modern times and is much darker. So let's get underway. Once again, no face cam. Kind of silly for a game like this. Daddy? Dad? Will you shut up, you little brat? I see this is going to be a real happy, cheery game. What if I told you about talking unless I tell you? But, Daddy, I need to tell you something. Jesus, you are an ass. I don't like you. Oh. Special jar? Oh. Okay, I thought it was going to be some serial killer shit. That's pretty awful. But you're going to knock the shit out of him, aren't you? I really don't want you to. He didn't. You think he'd want to knock over his mother's ashes? Man. Christ! You fucking prick. Is this my main character? The white text is probably me. Wow. Well, if you're expecting something whimsical, I'm here to inform you that you are going to be disappointed, since this game seems to be very dark. But then again, the whole premise is a murder mystery. So that's what the broken urn is. 23 years later. So this guy's roughly about 30 now. Ugh, my head. That smack still hurt. 23 years later. Oh, that's never a good sign. Huh. Click. Let me jet. Oh! That could be a problem. Oh, not again? Not again. So this happens to you a lot. My name is Sam Drake, and for the past month, someone has been trying to frame me for murder. What? It seems so long ago now. I arrived home late one night. We had some mail, so I grabbed it on my way in. There was a letter among it. It simply said, I will frame you for murder. Real to the point. No floweriness, no ranting. At first I thought it was just a joke. Some kid's playing a prank.
What's that, Sam?
Oh, nothing, Martha. Just junk mail. Yep. Written in bold. I would mention this. I would be like, somebody is going... Sooner that day I woke up in a strange motel. Of my head again. So yeah, this seems to be a pattern. I had no memory of what had happened to me. Am I? I felt drowsy and my head hurt. Hello? It was as if I had been drugged. Probably because you had been drugged. Martha? Is that you? Nope. Martha's a redhead. You're a brunette. Oh, so you simply ran away. No, if he went to that much trouble, he's gonna keep trying. If he's willing to kill someone, he's gonna keep trying. This is a psycho of the highest order. And you told no one? I would have went even to the police with this. Although he probably planted a lot of evidence on them. I mean, he had him unconscious. 5 times and you told no one! You tard! I need to get out of here and find out who's behind all of this. Yeah! We need to stop this. Might as well fuck with it. Ahead. Some smaller cuts on her face. Looks like the killer made a slashing motion with the knife. And the girl's face got in the way of it. The blood is matted in her hair. She's wearing a bobby pin. Maybe I could use it for something. Yeah, take it. Everyone knows that a straight piece of metal will unlock everything. Are you serious? Okay. Oh wait, I use it on... Yeah. How do I put it back? Okay. I just find something that isn't clickable. Well, here we go. This is what the bobby pin is for. Oh. Are you sure? You slept through it before. But then again, you were drugged, so that's very unfair. Fortunately, there are no books entitled How to Stop a Serial Killer from Stalking You Whilst Escaping from a Hotel Room. That would be a great, like, for dummies book, you know? Well, you could look. I doubt it. Jump! There's a lengthy sign below the window about why it won't open. Oh, yeah, read it. Dear guest, we at the hotel understand that our residents lead exciting lives that vary from person to person. And we understand that patrons will choose this hotel for our high standards of discretion, especially when it comes to wanting a night away from the wife of the mistress or female adult worker. What kind of sign is this? What hotel would even... However, occasionally the wives of unfaithful husbands will find out about their affairs through no fault of the hotels, and in the past these wives have been known to hire hitmen to kill their husbands. Who wrote this? Unfortunately, these hitmen find that the opportune moment to strike is via a sniper rifle bullet to the brain of the husband while he is visiting the hotel den. I'm gonna have a word with the manager. This caused an awful lot of mess, which the hotel has to clean up. Because of this occurring on a number of occasions, this happened more than once or twice, the hotel thought it best to bulletproof all of its windows. This means a safer environment for you and your mistress. So this hotel specializes in protecting your cheating ass from snipers. Also, due to the number of guests choosing the hotel as an ideal location for suicide, the hotel has had all windows made not to open. If you wanted to be discreet and say something like that, that's one thing. We apologize if this causes any inconvenience to you. Kindest regards, the hotel den staff. Wow. That's certainly something you want hanging above your head while you're trying to sleep. But yeah, that's ridiculous. Who? Bedside table. Like they should have it anyway, you know? There's nothing else in here. I've already messed with the body enough. Another room. I'm not dead. Your game has been saved. Good. I love how it suddenly breaks character to tell me that. There's some cigarette butts in the plant soil. Gross. Telephone. You could be calling somebody. Actually, let's get everything straight first. You sure? Yeah. Toolbox. What are you doing? Holy shit! He isn't kidding anymore, is he? That it is, good sir. That it is. Looks like it's been rigged to blow when the door's opened. Hence all the wires to the door. The sky is blue. Cows go moo. Either wants me arrested or dead. That's good. Okay, so just after it. Oh! Oh! I have a time limit now. Or maybe I do. So, he's willing to kill lots of people to accomplish this. Is this your dad? I've got a feeling this is your dad. What's in there? This is the bathroom. You just broke the fourth... We're gonna flush our way to freedom. Stop breaking the fourth wall. This kind of reminds me of a film when I saw when they made soap of human fat. You refer to Fight Club. You sure? You woke up in a hotel room next to a dead... They can't be clean! You just rummaged through a dead body! Your idea of clean is a strange one. Can't get anything in there. Coffee table. It's bolted to the floor? Seriously, you can't even move the furniture in this? This is a weird-ass hotel. Just saying. Okay, that means I have a toolbox. It's locked with a padlock. Well, what do you know? You try it. Good. Nothing in here but some pieces of wire and a screwdriver. The killer must have taken everything else. These wires won't be most used. I'll take the screwdriver, though. Well, maybe you can mess with the wires on here. Now this is through the door and to go home. Hang on. There's a reason why I shouldn't open this door. I know, what was it? Oh yeah! Because of the bomb! You have an excellent point. There's nothing on it to unscrew. Front panel with this casing, but I have no idea what I'm doing. What if tampering it with it causes it to explode? You're right. Are you saying you want the screwdriver to go screw itself? No. Your game has been saved. Wait, you spelled that wrong. Your game has been saved. Well, that happens with indie projects, but still. No, you gotta know your, and yours. Let's start calling people. Let's say goodbye to our wife, or... Ring, ring. Hello? Busy? Oh, no response. Hi? Reach the voicemail, Sam and Martha Drake. Please leave a message after the... She's not answering. So you're not going to leave a thing saying, hey, I may die. Reception first. Police last. The police may in fact come after me. Hotel reception. Hello, you're through to Ben of the Hotel reception. For all your sleazy... So this is just the worst, sleaziest hotel ever. I'd like to request that the cleaning staff don't come to my room today. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, sir. We need the room free and clean for the next guest. So if you could wrap up what you were doing in there by the time the cleaners come, I would appreciate it. But, please, sir, I'm very busy today. Some rowdy guests have been damaging the hotel and I need to fix it. What happened? A large group found their way into the fire escapes. Unfortunately, the stairs couldn't take the weight and broke. Luckily, no one was hurt, but I have to get the stairs fixed on the fire escape. I've not even had a chance to cordon it off yet. That's awful. This hotel is weird and awful. Let's start with the innocuous first and ratchet it up. Closet doors seem to be locked. I see. Well, the cleaners tend to leave them locked from time to time. Okay. If you pop down to reception, I'll be happy to supply you with the key. I can't come to reception. Why not? Huh, so I have to pick the right choice. Because there's a bomb attached to my door, might get a bad reaction. I'm scared that the killer will get me, which is a really weird thing to say at this point. I'm too high on drugs, might get some sympathy. Too drunk, might get some sympathy. But they seem to care about affairs. We're gonna go, look, I don't want to admit this, but I'm having an affair in my room. As are many of our guests. The hotel dent is known for its discretion. Well, you see, I have reason to believe that my wife is downstairs in reception. if she sees me, then I'll be caught out. I see. Well, say more, no more, sir. The last thing this hotel wants is to jeopardize your marriage. I'll be up shortly with your closet key. Really? Of course. Now get back to your mistress. You don't want to keep her waiting. Thank you. Don't mention it. Okay, so that was the right answer. You don't? Oh, I guess the police would have been useless, and that was the correct route. Yeah, I know. It's stupid to open the door. I was hoping... Say, I'm probably gonna have to wait a moment for him to come up here. But how long? There we go. Hello? Hello, Mr. Drake. It's Ben from reception. I have your closet key here. If you just pop the door open, I'll be able to hand it to you. Can you just slide the key under the door? Please, sir, I have a very bad back from sitting at a desk in a day. Can you just open the door? Wait there 1 minute. Wait there 1 moment. We're gonna save, because I have a feeling this could get me killed. How do you know my name? How do you know my name? It's the Ben that the reservation is on. I checked the... They already have my name, so even if I make it out, they'll know Sam Drake was here. God damn it! It seems you booked with us over the phone. Can you tell me about when I arrived here? Who came with me to this hotel? It says that you arrived last night. That's all the information I have. Great. I wasn't on shift last night either, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Damn. I didn't book the room. It's me that booked the room. It was the killer. Mr. Drake, I'm afraid I have better things to do than to listen to your crazy ramblings. Can I have the key now? Of course, Mr. Drake. I can't open the door. Okay. Let's try that one. There is a bomb attached to the door. If the door opens, it will explode. Not this again. The whole imaginary bomb thing is getting quite boring now, Mr. Drake. So if I had talked to him about it, he would have thought I was a complete nutter. If you can't give me a reason why you can't open the door, I shall go back to reception. I'm naked. Listen, I can't open the door because I'm naked. Oh. Couldn't pull yourself from your mistress, could you? What? Your other woman? You said you couldn't come down to reception in case your wife caught you. Oh, yeah. We're having a great time, yeah. Doing all sorts of crazy, things. Well, I don't want to distract you two any further. It's a good thing you said. I was about to unlock your room with the master key to see what was going on. Oh! That would have been bad. What? I'm glad I didn't, though. Who knows what twisted positions I could have witnessed. This guy is really cynical. You have no idea. I'll just slide this key under the door. Thank you. You're welcome. By the way, it's a good thing that you didn't come down to reception. Okay. There's been a woman hanging around the hotel all day. One of the cleaners said her name was Martha. Shit, she is here. I take it that's your wife? Martha? Can you imagine if she had seen you here with your mistress? It would have been quite the show. Anyway, goodbye, Mr. Drake. Wait, what was that you said about Martha? Hello? Damn, he's gone. Yeah, let's do that. And save. Well, it could be an exploding key for all I know. Well, take your time. No hurry, not at all. Only an hour and a half before we get, you know, blown to smithereens. No shit, Sherlock. Open the door with the key. So one thing about point and clicks is they're retarded unless you tell them to do something. What the? There's a camera in here. It's recording, but there's no tape. It seems to be filming a direct feed through these wires that leads upwards. The killer must be watching me from somewhere. Well, I can't just remove these wires, so I'll just remove these wires so I can't watch anymore. Alright, taking the wires out and there's no tape. Wires. Ironing board. Give me that. Oh, the bathroom! If I do the bathroom, then I can get to that grate and use the ironing board to get to it. I bet I can go up there and confront my killer. Let's do it. No way. You sure? I bet if I put it underneath this, we'll do it! Climb on top, and I'm sure I need the screwdriver. Okay. Saving. Your game has been saved. Your game has been saved. Damn it. I was climbing up here, the screwdriver and keys fell out of my pocket. I don't need them anymore anyway. Hopefully I won't need them anytime soon. Wait, I can go back? I just can't carry the keys and stuff? Can't see any use for these cables. Wait. Oh. I do like that they really took the... I mean, they even kept the frame rate low. I bet on purpose, so... Oh. I bet those are the wires from my closet. Whoa. Those wires. Those are the same ones that were leading out to the camera in the bedroom. They appear to lead upwards, but I can't see where. Maybe they lead to another room. The killer could be in this hotel! I've got no time to look for him. I need to get out of here. I got time to beat his ass. I don't know about you. Let's see. So that leaves only this vent. Oh. Oh, he said the fire escape was broken. Actually, no. We're gonna see if we can make it all the way up. Because I think he said the ladder was already broken. And quite frankly, I want to meet the killer. You're awfully blasé about a man who's tried to frame you for murder 5 times. I say we give him a taste of that. Let's actually make him earn this idea. Graffiti. This doesn't really seem like there's much I can do with it. Kaler? I don't know how to say that. Oh? What the? Oh, it led all the way to the roof. They're from the camera in the bedroom closet. Which means... The killer was up here. This whole time he was right above me. Watching me. He can't have gone far. The killer might still be up here. I may be able to get a clue as to who he is and why he's doing this. It's probably your dad. It seems really obvious that it's your dad. I'll start checking the rest of the roof. I will... Martha? What? 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 I'm confused. I don't know. How can... Martha? I know this must seem quite confusing. Finding me up here like this. You're damn right I'm confused, woman.
What?
I've just had the worst day of my life, and I want answers. Sam. No, Martha. Unless the next words that come out of your mouth are... I'm up on this roof because... Then I don't want you to speak. Oh, Sam. Martha, I'm sorry. It's okay. I've just been so frustrated about not knowing what's going on. How does she know what's going on? She's the killer, isn't she? What do you think is going on? What? After everything that has been happening to you today, how would you explain it? I like all these answers. Martha's the killer. It's all a dream. I'm in a virtual reality simulator. Aliens are trying to frame me for murder. It's a big government. I'm sorry. Oh, I've got to pick one of the stupid ones first. Aliens are trying to frame me for murder. Do you honestly believe that's what's been happening? No. Am I dreaming? If only all of this was a dream. Do you honestly believe that's what's been happening? No. Maybe I'm in some sort of virtual reality simulator. I'm gonna dick around with this woman. I'm not gonna give her an actual answer. And I'm trapped in some kind of artificial world. I took the red pill. Nope, this sure isn't. I should say yes to that one. The whole thing is a big government conspiracy. Yes. Oh god, your condition is much worse than I thought. What are you talking about? What condition? Sam, I think it's time you watch the tape. I'm gonna be a complete idiot. You mean that tape of me and you on your honeymoon? What? No! Don't be stupid. The tape of the VCR that is connected to the camera I had set up in the hotel bathroom. So you did this. You did do this. You need to watch it. It shows what happened in the hotel room before you woke up. You have to know the truth. Stay back! I don't feel like I can trust you. Please just watch the tape. Why were you recording me? Sam, please stop asking questions and watch the tape. You may find answers. Say nothing and press play. She seems really solemn about this. All I see is the bedroom that I woke up in earlier. Just wait. Okay, there are two people entering the bedroom. One is the girl that I found dead on the floor. Although she is still alive here. Thanks! I needed to know that. Dead people don't walk. The other person, it's me. I'm conscious. I don't understand. How? Just watch the tape, Sam. You've got to get this. So, how do we do this? You don't need to be so nervous, baby. Just relax. Okay, it's just... I've never done this sort of thing before, you know? Don't worry, darling. The majority of my customers are first-timers. Really? Well, that's good, I suppose. How much did you say it was? It's $200 for the hour. I usually like to do business first, then pleasure, if you know what I mean. Oh, of course. I'll just go and get your money. I'm gonna stab this woman. Thanks, hon. Why not fix us both a drink while you're out there, huh? Sure thing. Oh. Everything okay, sugar? Yes, everything is fine. All the pieces are in place. Just a few more finishing touches and my masterpiece will be complete. Oh, I like the sudden confidence, hon. You're kind of clueless. Now, if I could just get my money, we can get started. You won't be needing money with what's happening tonight. You see, there's a friend of mine who's committed a crime. Up until now, he's gotten away with it. But I want him to pay for his act. I want justice. What does that have to do with hiring me? Well, you see, I want my friend to be caught for his crime. I want him to serve his prison sentence. Because that's where little murderers go. Oh, I'm my dad. Murderer? Look, I don't... You see, I want him to go to prison for the same crime. Do you know what that crime was? You said he murdered someone. Not just anybody. He murdered a woman. Just like you. So I got a little bit of... Now to collect my toolbox and set up the fake bomb in the main door. From my previous attempts, I've learned that he needs to stay put to be caught. Well, he won't escape from me this time. He won't be going anywhere if he thinks he will set off this bomb. He'll be caught red-handed. Let's get a burrito. I should probably wash this blood off my hands, too. That's why my hands are clean. Good night, Sam. When you wake up, you'll have the worst day of your life. Maybe then you'll realize what a worthless pig you are. Sweet dreams, Sam Drake. No, the tape is not lying. We're not gonna do that. I don't remember any of this. So I'm the killer is duh. I don't remember any of this. I know. After you went to sleep, I kept on watching. I was so confused, I just wanted to know what was going on with you. Then I saw you wake up. You were shocked when you saw the body. You were talking out loud as if you had no memory, saying you had to find the killer, when the whole time, the killer was you. So why can't I remember anymore? Am I crazy? What's wrong with me? No. Oh, sorry. I'm going the Luke Skywalker route. No, that's not true. That's impossible. I'm afraid it's true, Sam. You have a mental condition. You need treatment. But I want to help you. So why can't I remember any? So why can't I remember any of this? I don't know, Sam. Maybe I have some sort of identity disorder. Two sides of you. When your other side is in control, you don't know what you're doing. So, you don't remember. Oh my God. All these times I woke up with no memory. It wasn't because I had been drugged. It's because my other side was using me. Am I crazy? No, Sam, you're not crazy. Yes, you are. You just need help. You're kind of crazy. What kind of help? Well, from doctors and psychiatrists. They'll be able to help you overcome what you're going through. What's wrong with me? I'm not sure, Sam. But whatever you're going through, I'm willing to help you. Even though you killed that girl. I'm not afraid to stand here with you. This is a great wife. I know you're not a bad person, Sam. I'm here for you. That still doesn't explain a few things. Like what? No, that's impossible. You had a tape right here. Why were you here on the roof? After I watched you kill that girl. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. So I called the police. You did what? I was so scared, Sam. I thought you were a murderer. I am a murderer. No, you're not, Sam. You have a mental condition. After I called the police, I wanted to wait here until they arrived. I'm still in shock after what I watched you do. When I heard a noise on the side of the building. Then saw you climbing up the fire escape. So I hid. Then I realized you had to watch the tape. You had to find out the truth. That's why I'm here. What about the police? They will be able to help you. We could show them the tape and tell them your story. You're right. I need to turn myself in. Why did you plant the camcorder in the hotel room? Yeah, she did this to begin with. How'd you even figure this out? Sam, I've noticed you change recently. You would be alright one minute, and then the next. You'd speak to me as if I was garbage. I was so worried. I thought you didn't love me anymore. You would stay out all night, and when you came home, you wouldn't tell me where you had been. I thought you were having an affair. Martha, I would never. You can't blame me for the thinking that after the way you acted towards me. One night I overheard you making reservations at this hotel. I thought that maybe you had decided to surprise me. But then you never said anything. So I thought you were meeting another woman. I came here and set up the camera in the room you booked. One of the cleaners here is a friend of mine, and she helped me set it up. I wanted to catch you in the act. Proof that you were being unfaithful. What I saw instead was much worse. Martha, I'm so sorry. I don't have any more questions. Okay, Sam. Is there anything else you want to tell me? I owe it to her, and I think she's genuine. Martha, today with that girl, it wasn't the first time. What? It's been happening all month. I've woken up in strange places with different girls. All of them dead. Now I know it was me that had killed them. That explains all of those late nights. It's been happening ever since I received a letter in the mail. A letter that I now realize was sent by myself. Sam, why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know. You obviously didn't trust me enough to come to me when you need help. Don't trust me enough. Maybe. I've never been able to trust anyone. I don't know why. I've just always felt the need to keep things to myself. Maybe this is why you're having problems. Because you're bottling everything up inside. You should try getting things off your chest. Then maybe you would feel better? Martha, I should have told you. I should have helped you, Sam. I didn't realize it was me then. My other side could have taken control and killed you. I couldn't live with myself if I hurt you. I couldn't live. Sam, what's wrong? Oh no. I shouldn't live. I shouldn't be allowed a normal existence. I need to pay for what I have done. I am a murderer. Oh no, I'm not a murderer. I'm a good person. Sam, what's happening to you? I don't know. I can't control. What's happening is I need to go to prison. Far too long I've been living without justice for my crimes. I'm a filthy murderer. I have been a murderer since the day I was born. I'm not the murderer. You are. You killed those innocent girls. I would never. I'm not talking about the girls, Sam. I'm talking about our mother. Mother? I killed her? No. Daddy? You wretched child. You worthless little monster. It's your fault your mother's dead. No. I've had to live with you every day, thinking over and over about how you killed her. You murderer. No, I'm not. You're a little murderer. And you know where murderers go? They go to prison. That's why I've been trying to frame you. So that you will go to prison, and there will finally be justice for her death. no! Get out of me, you evil monster! I'm not the murderer. You are. I'm not the murderer, though. Mother's death was an accident. You've been killing innocent girls. I'm not a part of you, Sam. You can never get rid of me. And I won't rest until you are behind bars for your crime. If I can't get rid of you, I'll kill you. Oh, don't do that, man. No! Sam, what are you doing? Martha, there's something inside of me. An evil I could never escape. A past I tried to forget. I've killed innocent people. Sam, I told you. We can get you help. The police will be here soon. They'll help you. We can destroy this thing. Together. I'd like to believe that. But I couldn't live knowing that I've caused the deaths of all these people. But it wasn't you. You weren't in control of yourself. It was still me. It was with my hands. My redemption lies at the bottom of this building. No, it doesn't. With the death of this monster that lives inside of me. And the death of myself. I get it. You killed your mother and now you want to kill me. Go ahead. It will be a fitting justice. Murderer. Shut up! We will both be dead soon, but I am no murderer. Sam, you don't have to do this. Come with me and we can get you treated. I don't want you to die. I'm sorry, Martha. I have no choice. But you do have a choice. Please give me a choice. You can come to me and we can work through this together. I can help you destroy this evil. Or you could take the coward's way out. And jump off this building and destroy the evil along with yourself. Which is it? I'm not a coward. In this game or otherwise. Okay, Martha. I'll let you help me. If you wind up stabbing her to death or something, I'm gonna be angry with you. The police will be here soon. They can take me away. And I will try to treat my illness. Thank you, Sam. Are you okay? I think so. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. That's good. Maybe we're already making progress. I hope so. Martha? Yes, Sam? I love you. I love you too. Good. I mentioned in the tape that the bomb was a fake. Yeah? So there's no threat to any of the people in the building? No, I guess not. And I could have walked out of that hotel room at any time? I suppose you could have done. Yeah. I'm glad that I didn't. I'm happy that my nightmare is over. Me too. Sounds like the police are here. Come on, let's go. Are you sure about this? Yes. I'm ready to start facing things. I'm ready to turn myself in. Okay, but I'll be there. Every step of the way. I know. Come on. That was actually really good. In a psychological thriller sort of way. And you know, after a certain point, after she really started to explain to watch the tape, I started to realize that maybe it was something psychological. But I didn't quite know how they'd play it, and they did it very well. And I hope you like my spontaneous voice acting there, but I felt this urge to just start voicing. And I ran with it, and I'm curious to know how that turned out. By free sound. There's part of me that wants to go back and see what happens if you commit suicide, but I know for a fact that I wouldn't do that in this situation. It was very good. I hope you make more things like this. You know, I'm kind of curious about that adventure game studio engine. You know, there's part of me that wants to try to make my own point and click, because I've always loved these games. Scared Square Games. I'll be paying attention to you guys. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making this. Thank you very much for making this. In fact, I'm going to introduce something to this. I've been thinking, you know, I should really express the games that I really like, express how well I like them. This was excellent. Excellently done. Had a nice bit of humor, but wasn't too complicated. You know, some point and clicks get cryptic and overcomplicated. This was just fine. And it was a vehicle for the story more than it was find every item. And I like that. So, you know, this game, I'm going to give this my seal of approval, as it were. I'm going to start doing that from now on. Every time I find a game that I really like, I'm going to slap my seal on it. And it's going to get its own little playlist, and it'll be like my best of. But if you like that as much as I did, please hit the like button. And as always, click the nut on your way out.